because for bar graph you don't need a frequency distribution. You just have some scores which you can represent it with the help of bars in a scale, and any unroot series of scores can be represented either by bar graph or by a pie diagram or by a pie graph. And here you see 5 students have sat for an English exam and scored the following marks. You can represent this with the help of bars, but they must be at equidistance and you must have a scale by which you can draw the bar graph. For example, you draw a line on this side and you draw a line on this side. You can do it on graph paper also. Draw a line on this side. For each student you give a certain measurement, such as for student A you measure and you give a place. Suppose you start student A, then give a gap, then start with student B. Student B's bar will be from here to here. This distance and this distance should be equal. Next you give a gap and next you go to C. This will be for C. Next you go for D. Next you give a gap and you go for D. This is for D. Next you give a gap and you give place for E. It should be at equal distances. Now if I say that A has got 70, then you need to arrange your scale from 50 to 90. 50 is the lowest and 90 is the highest. So you must have this on your y-axis. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. You will draw it on graph paper, but you can also draw it in this way. And if I take this as 50, then 60, 70, 80, 90. Then all the marks are fitting in. Now when you make a bar, A has got 70, you go straight up to 70 and you make the bar. Now give this gap. B has got 60. You make the bar, come right down here. Then C has got 80. Then go up for C, use a scale, then 80 until here. Then you have a gap. D has got 50. So for D you mark here, and next is E. E has got 90. That is, you go to the highest and you make a bar. Okay, so this is how you make a bar diagram, and you can also color it, give it a pattern, whatever you want to do, and you give a scale and you give an index of color. Okay, you give an index if you are using color or pattern, whatever. Suppose this is for A. Okay, and the scale that you will give here the scale, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so